Morning Church, I'm Patrick Ling, the Finance Chairperson of Ang Mo Kio Methodist Church. It is my pleasure to present to you today the church budget for the next financial year. Together with all Methodist churches in Singapore, our financial year begins from August to July of the following year. This year, the rapidly evolving COVID-19 situation presents challenges to our budget. As you know, our church services and activities has been disrupted by various measures put in place for the safety of all of us. Consequently, it is a challenge for us to predict what lies ahead. Faced with this issue, the Church LCEC, or the local Church Executive Committee, has carefully prepared our church budget for next year. The actual receipts for the 9 months ended 30th April 2020 received from pledges, offering, and interest income was 2.48 million. This year, we'd like to share with you what we believe to be a COVID-19 impact on the offering to the church. The offering we have received for the months of April 20th decreased compared to other comparable months. The offering in April this year decreased 43% compared with March this year, decreased 21% compared with February this year, and decreased 34% compared to April last year. This level of offering is lower than what is required to support the church infrastructure costs and conference commitment, and these are relatively fixed in nature, regardless of the level of activities and services that will be taking place in our church next year. The budget expenses presented below are based on the prudent assumption that our church will be able to carry out all its planned activities, so that we will be able to respond swiftly as COVID-19 situation improve. On this basis, the LCEC has prayerfully considered and approved the total budget of 3.62 million for the next financial year, and that is from 1st August 2020 to 31st July 2021. This compares to 3.64 million last year. 37% of the budget is projected to support our ministry programs, and this includes outreach, missions, witness, fellowship and discipleship, prayers, worship, and music. The majority and the rest of the budget will go to fund the infrastructure costs and our conference commitment to track. 37% of the budget is projected to support our ministry programs. 597,000 or 16% of the budget will be for outreach, missions, and witness. Despite the financial uncertainty, we will continue to support our theological students and to our outreach and evangelism programs, including the senior activity centers at Tegi Vista, Alpha, tuition, domestic helpers programs, social concern, and Boy Brigade. We will also continue to utilize Love Ang Mo Kio Fund for social concerns outreach to Ang Mo Kio residents. Our ministry budget also includes 285,000 or 8% of the total budget for fellowship and discipleship. This includes children's, youth, self, men, women, family life, seniors, discipleship and nurture ministries, and 460,000 or 13% of the total budget for prayers, worship, and music. This includes our worship services, Ang Mo Kio Hub rental, and worship and music ministry. As mentioned earlier, the church infrastructure budget and conference commitment constitute the majority of the budget, and that is at 63% of the total budget, or 2.28 million. The infrastructure budget includes the costs as needed to maintain the church, including our contribution of sinking fund, the church office expenses, the church corporate activities, and staff costs. In addition, we are also expected to contribute a total of $597,000 or 16% of the budget to track at $465 per member. The conference commitment will go towards paying for the salary of our pastors as well as other activities undertaken by TRAC next year. We'd like to thank you for your faithfulness and generosity in the current financial year, and we commit the next year budget for your prayerful consideration and commitment. This year, you are strongly encouraged to pledge electronically. The link to the electronic pledge form is available at the church website, and it has also been shared with you through the church WhatsApp if you subscribe to it. If you are our church member, you should have received pledge form. This is instead of the usual pledge card. We are unable to print the pledge card due to the circuit breaker. We have provided the return envelope to some of you, not everyone, for your convenience and also for your safety to minimize your movements. You are equally welcome to pledge this by sending the form back to the church or email the scanned copy to Vanessa Low. Most importantly, we pray for our brothers and sisters who has been affected by the COVID-19 situation and whose faith has been shaken by the uncertainty. We also pray for God to see all of us, and especially the church, through the financial uncertainty caused by COVID-19. We thank you all for your support for the church so far. Without your offering, all activities and services will not be possible in our church. May God bless us in our journey through the COVID-19 uncertainty, and I thank you all.